Now, listed local financial solutions provider HF Group PLC has received regulatory approval from the Capital Markets Authority to raise up to 6 billion shillings through a rights issue transaction. The approved rights issue will offer up to 1.49 billion new ordinary shares at a price of 4 shillings per share. In addition, a green shoe option of up to 30% equivalent to 384 million shares has been approved to accommodate any potential oversubscription. The offer will open on November 12, 2024 and close on December 9, 2024. Moving on, Sub-Saharan Africa countries, including Kenya, need to create at least 15 million jobs annually by the year 2030 to meet the needs of their growing population. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, says achieving these will require policies that support workers to removal of barriers to business growth and encouraging a shift towards more productive industries.
Sub-Saharan Africa's economic growth has generated relatively fewer jobs compared to other emerging markets and developing economies, producing only a third of the jobs. This trend is especially evident in low-income, fragile and conflict-affected countries. The IMF says Sub-Saharan Africa has struggled to effectively reduce poverty, food insecurity, social tension and instability. The latest report from the IMF on meeting Sub-Saharan Africa's urgent job creation challenge highlights an urgent need for job creation. The report says labour markets face high informality and significant barriers to job creation. The IMF says Sub-Saharan Africa needs to generate numerous quality jobs that go beyond subsistence levels.
We discussed the tough balancing act that policymakers in the region face. One of these, of course, is to continue to sustain improvements in macroeconomic balances, make room to spend on development and social protection, and to do so, to do reforms that are socially and politically acceptable. The latter, making reforms acceptable, requires quite a bit of communication, consultation, improved governance to build confidence, and of course measures to promote inclusive growth through job creation.
The report notes that the employment landscape in the region is dominated by subsistence-level jobs, with less than 1 in 4 workers engaged in wage employment. Over a third of workers are classified as working poor, earning less than $1.90 per day. Underemployment is notably high, especially in rural areas dependent on seasonal agriculture. Businesses and farms also face significant constraints such as access to finance and reliable electricity. The IMF says frequent power outages hamper sales, productivity and overall employment levels. Wairi Mojenga for Easy Friday.